Chosen one, you didn't stumble across this message by coincidence. Deep down, you probably already feel it. Something powerful is shifting in your life right now. And whether you're ready to accept it or not, you're here because you were meant to hear these words. Some of you will understand immediately, others will only realize later how important this moment is. But make no mistake, your arrival here is not random. In the months ahead, the very things that seemed impossible, the challenges, the resistance, even the people who doubted you, will begin to turn. Doors that once felt locked will open. Situations that once looked like setbacks will shift in your favor. You may not see it yet, but the path is already moving beneath your feet. And the influence, strength, and clarity you're about to step into will surprise even you. Before we go any further, I want you to pause for a moment. Breathe. Let this message sink in. If this resonates with something deep inside you, take a second to show your support. Like this message, follow along and type the number 99 in the comments. That number isn't random either. It's a declaration, a sign that you're stepping into alignment with something far greater than yourself. This will also help others who are seeking the same truth find it. If you've made it this far, that's already a sign. Not everyone will. Some will scroll away. Some will ignore the call. But those who stay until the end, they're the ones whose spirits recognize what's being spoken here. From the day you were born, you've carried something rare, something that sets you apart. Life hasn't been easy for you. The road has been rough, full of obstacles that would have broken someone else. Yet somehow, you've kept going. You've pushed forward with a strength even you can't fully explain. When others turned back, you found a way to rise. That's not an accident. That's who you are. Every hardship you've faced has been shaping you, refining you, preparing you for what's next. Each challenge has been a stepping stone, making you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. And though it may not have felt like it at the time, every tear, every setback, every moment of doubt was part of something bigger. A training ground for the life you're about to step into. You are not just surviving, you're transforming. You're becoming something greater than anyone around you may yet understand. People see it, even if they can't explain it. They feel it in your presence. That unshakable strength, that quiet power, that light that doesn't fade no matter how dark it gets. You were not born for an ordinary life. You carry a purpose that stretches beyond the everyday, beyond chance. Your life is not a series of random events. It's a carefully orchestrated story, a symphony of destiny. Each note, each chapter, each experience is guiding you toward the fullness of who you are meant to be. And even if you've forgotten your potential for a moment, this is your reminder. You are chosen. You are rising. And the world is about to witness the power that's been inside you all along. Over time, something extraordinary begins to happen. The truth, once hidden beneath confusion and doubt, starts to shine brighter and clearer. You begin to realize that you're not just surviving in this world. You're here to lead, to rise, to overcome, and to shape the world around you. And this isn't about ego or ambition. It's not about wanting to be seen or praised. This is deeper. This is a pull that lives in your spirit, a calling that tugs at you like a magnet, drawing you forward no matter how many distractions or obstacles stand in your way. And when the moment finally comes, when you stop running from that calling and embrace it fully, everything shifts. Life starts to rearrange itself. The pieces of your story that once felt scattered and confusing begin to align. The battles that once felt impossible start to look like stepping stones. You start to notice patterns, connections, and doors opening where there used to be only walls. It's as if the universe itself is quietly working in the background, preparing the way for your greatness. This is the reality of the chosen ones. Resilience is not a buzzword for them. It's their very nature. When storms come, they don't crumble, they rise. When resistance meets them head-on, they don't retreat, they push through. Each challenge, no matter how painful, only feeds the fire inside them. It doesn't matter how many times they're tested, because each test strengthens them until they become unbreakable. But don't mistake their strength for the absence of fear or doubt. They feel both, and often deeply. The difference is they refuse to let those feelings control them. They transform their fear into fuel. They turn doubt into determination. That's why, while others pause or quit, the chosen one keeps moving forward. They understand that resilience isn't about never falling. It's about always getting back up, stronger and wiser every time. Their strength isn't just physical. It's mental, emotional, and spiritual. The scars they carry are not signs of weakness. They're proof of victories won. Each mark is a chapter of survival, a badge of honor earned through endurance. Their very presence is a reminder to the world, no matter what life throws their way, the chosen one cannot be broken. Life has a way of testing those destined for greatness. Again and again, people have tried to tear the chosen one down, to chip away at their spirit, to drag them into mediocrity. Some did it out of fear, some out of envy, some out of pure misunderstanding. But every attempt failed. Every attack only revealed the strength of the chosen one's armor, not because it was flawless, but because it was forged through faith, through struggle, and through a deep trust in their destiny. Their enemies never truly understood the source of their power. It wasn't external. It wasn't fleeting. It wasn't something that could be taken away. It came from within, from the unshakable knowing of who they are and why they're here. And that inner strength made every obstacle, every critic, and every attempt to break them serve only one purpose: to lift them higher. By the time others realize what's happening, it's too late. The chosen one has already risen. They've already embraced their role. They've already stepped fully into their power. Those who tried to break them can only stand back and watch as the chosen one grows brighter, stronger, and more unstoppable than ever before. Because in the end, no one can destroy what's been built from within. This is not the end of their story. It's the beginning of their true becoming. The world has tried again and again to test the strength of the chosen ones. But time after time their steady, unshakable spirit proves that nothing, not loss, not betrayal, not hardship, can truly break them. Their path isn't clearly marked with signs or maps. It's not a smooth highway that makes sense to everyone watching. Instead, it's a journey that stretches far beyond what ordinary eyes can see. A road hidden from plain view, full of mystery and twists that only make sense when you look back. To an outsider, it may appear messy, delayed, or even chaotic. But to those who are chosen, every detour, every pause, and every setback is part of a grand design. Few people will ever grasp how much trust it takes to walk this unseen path. The chosen ones don't keep moving forward because they know every detail of what's coming next. They move forward because they believe, deep down, that a greater hand is guiding their steps. Even when the road feels dark and the air is thick with uncertainty, they keep walking. They're different from ordinary people because they hold faith in what can't be seen, in what can't be measured. While others demand proof or answers, the chosen ones lean into the mystery. They understand that true greatness isn't about predicting the future. It's about having the courage to face it, no matter how unclear it looks. Their journey isn't just about outward victories. It's a transformation from within. Each step takes them beyond the limits of human reasoning into the realm of divine possibility. And when you meet someone like this, someone forged by fire, softened by compassion, strengthened by unwavering will, you can't help but stop and watch in awe. This is the power of the chosen ones. They don't draw attention because they seek it. They draw attention because their very presence carries weight. It's not a performance. It's not a mask. It's who they are at their core, a force shaped by destiny, refined by suffering, and revealed in moments of courage. When they finally stand tall, fully aware of their power and their purpose, everything around them begins to shift. Obstacles crumble, opposition fades. Those who once mocked, doubted, or opposed them find themselves humbled, unable to deny the truth that's been unfolding all along. It's not arrogance. It's alignment. It's the unstoppable momentum of someone who has stepped into the life they were meant to live. As the chosen one rises, every force that tried to hold them back eventually bows. Every voice that once spoke against them falls silent. The power inside them is not borrowed. It's not temporary. It's not something anyone can touch. It lives too deep, rooted in a place beyond reach. Weapons can't pierce it. Betrayal can't destroy it. Doubt can't erase it. This isn't a power they picked up somewhere along the way. It's woven into the very fabric of who they are. It's protected, guarded, and strengthened by a presence far greater than themselves. Where others would break under pressure, the chosen ones stand firm. Where others give up, they hold their ground. Not because they're perfect, but because they're protected, watched over, guarded. And no word, no plot, and no act of malice can take away what's been placed inside them. This is why, in the end, the chosen one does not simply survive the storm. They outlast it, they rise above it, and they emerge stronger, brighter, and more untouchable than ever. The power within the chosen ones doesn't come from this world. It comes from a place far deeper than human minds can comprehend. A place beyond logic, beyond fear, beyond time itself. It's an unshakable force of destiny, a fire that no storm can put out, no enemy can dim, and no change can undo. In a world where everything shifts, and even the greatest can fall, the chosen one stands like a mountain, immovable, enduring, timeless. Their strength isn't borrowed, it's built into the very design of their being. Their purpose isn't fragile, it's woven into the fabric of creation itself. At first, though, this power is rarely recognized for what it is. Those who are chosen are often met with suspicion. Their motives are questioned. Their abilities are doubted. Their presence unsettles people who can't yet see the weight of their calling. And that's because the world has always challenged what it does not understand. The chosen one is no exception. But here's the truth. As the seasons shift and the chosen one rises, everything changes. The scrutiny that once felt like chains turns into an audience of respect. Those who once whispered behind their backs begin to watch in awe. Doubt transforms into recognition. What looked like ambition begins to reveal itself as destiny unfolding step by step. The same path that once appeared murky and uncertain becomes clear, radiant, and undeniable. Proof that the chosen one has been called for something greater. It's a transformation so profound that it doesn't just affect the chosen one. It changes everyone watching. Skeptics who once doubted begin to see the pattern. They start to recognize that this isn't just personal strength. It's evidence of larger forces at work. The chosen one becomes not just an example of perseverance, but a living sign of the divine moving through the world. This is what sets them apart. Being tough isn't enough. Surviving hardship isn't enough. The chosen one carries a truth so deep, so pure, that it saturates every part of their being. When people look at them, they don't just see a person anymore. They see a presence, a force, an energy that can't be stopped or shaken. The chosen one has reached a point where doubt no longer controls them. They have accepted their calling, and that acceptance has become the compass for their every thought and action. This isn't arrogance, it isn't pride, it's clarity, a deep knowing that their mission is bigger than any short-term setback, any insult, any loss. This knowledge is the bedrock on which their entire life is built. Even when new challenges arise, they don't break. They stand tall, knowing they're not alone. They know the universe itself is at their back, orchestrating the details. Their outcome isn't up for debate. Their destiny can't be undone. No opposition can stop what's been written for them. And when others finally see it, when they come face to face with this kind of power, they're humbled. Enemies lose their confidence. Doubters lose their arguments. Ego dissolves in the presence of something so much greater than anything they can control or comprehend. They don't just see a person anymore, they see a destiny. Because that's what the chosen one truly is. Not just a person, but a living testament to unbreakable purpose. A reminder that no force in this world can silence what was placed within them before they even took their first breath. When people come up against the chosen one, they're not just facing a person anymore. They're facing the living heartbeat of destiny itself. It's a moment when they realize, often with a chill, that they cannot change the direction of this force. What they once believed was in their control slips away. What they once thought was possible begins to feel impossible. Their plans and their confidence crumble in the presence of something far greater than their own will. Because the chosen one's strength isn't limited to the physical. It is mental, spiritual, cosmic, a power beyond the grasp of human understanding. It's not just an ability, it's a signal to the world that some things cannot be stopped. In the presence of this kind of greatness, control gives way to respect. Those who once sought to manipulate or dominate the chosen one suddenly see how small they are in the scope of the story unfolding. They begin to understand that the chosen one isn't just another player in the game. They're the central figure, the one written to rise, to fulfill a purpose no one else can fill. And when that realization finally sinks in, people bow, not out of defeat, not out of fear, but out of awe. Because deep down, they know they're witnessing something that transcends them. The chosen one moves through life wrapped in a protection bigger than themselves. No tool, no attack, no weapon, physical, mental, or spiritual, can derail what has been written for them. Even when it appears they're cornered, even when it looks as if the opposition has the upper hand, a wall unseen surrounds them. Every danger, every betrayal, every trial becomes not a breaking point, but a strengthening one. This protection is not just about survival. It's about transformation. It's about making sure that every challenge sharpens them, every setback builds them, and every wound turns into wisdom. Even in their darkest hours, when betrayal strikes or enemies circle, they emerge not weaker, but stronger, their fire brighter, their will deeper, their spirit more untouchable than before. With this divine covering around them, the chosen one steps into the future with quiet confidence. They know no weapon formed against them can prosper. They know their path is guarded, their destiny secure, and their purpose unstoppable. And here's the harsh truth for anyone who still thinks they can stand in the way. Every attempt to stop the chosen one only accelerates their rise. What was meant to hold them down lifts them higher. What was meant to silence them amplifies their voice. What was meant to break them transforms them. This is not just a rise, it's a rebirth. Like a phoenix emerging from ashes, the chosen one uses every attack, every doubt, and every moment of adversity as fuel for their ascension. The world's attempts to control or diminish them only push them to greater heights. Their spirit is not defined by opposition, it is defined by unwavering dedication to the purpose inside them. And as they rise, the truth becomes undeniable. Those who once fought to keep them small will have to face the reality that they cannot change what has been set in motion. The harder they push, the more obvious it becomes the chosen one's rise cannot be stopped. In the end, their enemies will be left only to watch, powerless, as the chosen one climbs to the summit, embodying the very strength and resilience they tried so hard to destroy. Because resilience, in the life of the chosen one, is not just a trait, it's a sign. It's living proof of a divine power flowing through them. A power greater than anything on earth. Every moment they keep going, every time they win, and every step they take forward is evidence of that force. It's what defines them, connects them to God, and ensures that nothing, no force, no plan, no opposition, can stop what's been set in motion. The strength of the chosen one doesn't come from raw determination alone. It isn't just grit or stubborn willpower. It's a gift, placed within them by God, a sign of why they were created in the first place. This divine strength allows them to endure rejection, pain, loss, and disappointment without losing sight of who they are or why they are here. Where others see only suffering, the chosen one sees growth. Where others see failure, the chosen one sees training. Every challenge is understood as a necessary piece of their destiny, shaping them into the leader they were always meant to be. This resilience doesn't mean they never stumble. They stumble plenty. It doesn't mean they never feel the weight of life pressing down on them. They feel it deeply, but they do not collapse beneath it. They rise again and again because they know their battles are not designed to destroy them. They are designed to strengthen them. With each obstacle they overcome, they become more aware of the divine hand guiding their steps. Their strength is not just about survival. It's a signal, a reminder of their unshakable connection to eternity. As they press forward, refusing to quit, they carry within them a power that guarantees their path will always bend toward greatness. But the chosen one's path is rarely easy. It is rarely smooth. More often, it is filled with oppression, doubt, criticism, and attempts to hold them back. Society may try to press them into its mold. People may question their worth or belittle their vision. The world may throw injustice at them like a heavy stone. And though those weights sometimes make them stumble, they never truly break. The chosen one does not wear scars as marks of shame, but as emblems of strength. Every pressure, every attempt to silence them, only makes them more determined to stand tall. They understand what others often forget. They were never meant to be normal. They were never meant to fit inside the limits of the world. Their life has always been about rising above what seeks to restrain them. No weight is too heavy. No chain is strong enough. What once tried to hold them down becomes proof of their endurance. Their very existence becomes a living testimony. Oppression may bend a person, but it cannot break the spirit of the chosen one. Their true strength is not in never falling, but in rising every time, stronger than before. And then comes the moment at the end of every chosen one's journey, when everything becomes clear, not just to them, but to everyone watching. At the beginning, people questioned their worth. They doubted their promise. They scrutinized every step, hoping to find cracks. But as time passes, doubt turns into awe. Scrutiny turns into respect. The same voices that once criticized are silenced, unable to deny the light that has been shining from the chosen one all along. And in that moment, the world bows, not in defeat, not in shame, but in recognition, in respect, in acknowledgement of the undeniable truth. The chosen one has risen, unbroken, unshaken, and unstoppable. When people finally bow to the chosen one, it isn't out of defeat. It isn't out of fear. It's out of recognition. They see what they could not see before: a power and a purpose that has been there from the beginning. They see the light that never flickered, never dimmed, never wavered, a light that has guided the chosen one through every storm. In that moment, they realize that this was never just a person standing before them. This was destiny itself taking form, moving, breathing. The chosen one's journey doesn't only transform them, it transforms the world around them. Those who doubted, who mocked, who tried to pull them down, now find themselves awestruck by the very truth they once denied. Where there was once skepticism, there is now silence. Where there was doubt, there is now respect. And at the height of their journey, the chosen one shines brighter than ever before, not as a symbol of pride, but as a signal, a beacon, a living reminder that purpose cannot be extinguished and destiny cannot be stopped. From the start, the chosen one never tried to run from their calling. They accepted it with their whole heart, even when it felt heavy. Because it is heavy. Destiny isn't a simple gift, it's a weight, a calling, a responsibility that presses into the soul. While others may hesitate and question their future, the chosen one knows they were born for something greater than themselves, and this knowing doesn't break them. It strengthens them. Every moment, every setback, and every victory is part of a larger design. Even the pain carries meaning. The weight of their mission becomes a force that guides them, not a burden that crushes them. It reminds them of who they are, of the lives they're meant to touch, and of the mark they're destined to leave. They walk forward not because of personal ambition, but because of an unshakable belief that their steps are ordered, that their path is written, and that their life is about more than just them. It's about shaping the future. The chosen one feels this weight in the quiet hours of reflection, in the moments of doubt, and in the heights of victory. They have learned, through experience, that the hardest lessons are the ones that prepare them most. They carry the weight with a calm, steady strength that whispers, "I was always meant for this." They are deeply aware of the responsibility they bear and the countless lives that will be changed by their choices. And as they rise, the world begins to feel the gravity of the moment too. People start to realize that the chosen one is not just powerful. They are purposeful. Their steps are part of a plan far too vast for any one person to fully grasp. But it's when they accept this weight, when they stop fighting their calling and step fully into it, that their true strength bursts forth. At that point, they're not merely walking a road someone else laid before them. They're creating it with every step. And yet, even as they walk, it isn't only them. A higher force is at work in every decision, every turning point, and every challenge. This is not just luck. It's not a coincidence. God is guiding the path of the chosen one, weaving their journey with divine precision. They move their feet, but the hand of fate moves the road. You may not see these heavenly forces with your eyes, but you cannot deny their presence. It is in the timing, the doors that open, and the strength that appears when all hope seemed lost. The chosen one's light, steady, unshakable, undeniable, is proof. Every twist and turn in the chosen one's life is not random. It's not chance. It's part of a design that sometimes feels almost magical. Guidance doesn't always come in loud, obvious signs. Sometimes it's a voice they hear clearly. Other times it's quieter, a soft whisper in their heart, an inner nudge that lets them know they are exactly where they're supposed to be, even when the path ahead looks uncertain. They learn, over time, that they are never truly walking alone. The chosen one begins to trust these unseen forces, to follow the flow of their journey instead of fighting against it. Divine guidance moves in mysterious ways. Sometimes it takes them through heartbreak, sometimes through silence, and sometimes through chance encounters that change everything. But nothing is wasted. Every loss, every delay, every small moment carries purpose. Even obstacles are not barriers, they're stepping stones leading them closer to destiny. From the outside, their walk may look lonely. People may think they are carrying it all by themselves. But in reality, they are surrounded, protected by an invisible army of forces sent to strengthen and guide them. This hidden support keeps them aligned with their calling, leading them toward a future that may be unknown, but is certain to be extraordinary. Still, being chosen doesn't mean being free from fear. Even those destined for greatness wrestle with doubt. The hardest battles are not always the ones fought against enemies in the world, but the ones fought inside the heart. Fear whispers that they're not enough. Doubt tells them they'll fail. Sometimes, in their quietest moments, they wonder if they're truly on the right path. These inner battles are fierce and often unseen by anyone else, but it is in these very struggles that the chosen one's true power is revealed. What sets them apart is not the absence of fear, but the courage to keep moving forward despite it. Each time they face their doubts and refuse to be ruled by them, they come out stronger, sharper, and more certain of who they are and why they're here. This process is painful, but it's also a gift. It deepens their self-awareness. It strengthens their faith. It transforms fear from an enemy into a teacher. They learn that doubt isn't there to destroy them. It's there to refine them. With every victory over these invisible battles, the chosen one steps closer to their truest self, more aligned with their mission and more anchored in their destiny. And through this growth, their vision expands. They don't just see life as it is. They begin to see life as it could be. This vision doesn't appear out of nowhere. It's cultivated through experience, sharpened by intuition, and fueled by faith. It gives them the ability to make decisions not only for the present, but also for the future of everyone they are meant to lead. This vision is their light in dark times. When others lose themselves in confusion, the chosen one keeps walking, calm and steady. Their focus is not bound by the limits of the moment. They are always moving with the awareness of a greater picture, a larger plan. To some, this makes them seem distant, detached, or hard to understand. But the truth is, they simply see further than others can. While most are trapped in the ups and downs of short-term victories or failures, the chosen one is building something eternal. They know the present is important, but they also know it's only a stepping stone toward what's coming. That's why they make choices that may look risky or even impossible to others. They're not gambling blindly. They're following a vision others can't yet see. And time always proves them right. And now, you stand at the turning point. This is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of the life you were always meant to live. The world is about to witness a version of you that even you haven't fully seen yet. So remember this: no matter who doubts you, no matter what stands against you, your destiny cannot be stopped. You are chosen. You are protected. You are rising, and the story is far from over. In the next message, I'll reveal what comes after the rise, the stage where the chosen one not only transforms themselves, but also begins to transform the world around them in ways no one thought possible. Stay with me, because your journey has only just begun.